Your reaction to these allegations? And
Well, look, you know what? I had an embarrassing, inappropriate BBM conversation about 5-6 years ago. Accept responsibility for that. You know what? Embarrassing conversation. Nothing ever went any further than that. Got this new phone, I don't know how to deal with it. You know what? It's something that we've dealt with since then. Like any, I guess, couple, you have some bumps in the road. I made Sarah aware of that. We dealt with it as a family. I think we've been stronger now because of it. I've always prided myself on having a safe, work environment with my employees, my colleagues, my coworkers. And, this is, again, something that I regret having. It's embarrassing, inappropriate conversation. Take responsibility for it. This individual was not a coworker at the time, of course.
Was not a coworker at the time?
No.
Or was not an intern in the office at the time?
No.
Okay.
No, it was a back and forth conversation. It's embarrassing. You know what? We'd moved on. I felt we had moved on, and so.
On Friday, there's talk of this meeting on Friday. Did that have any kind of play in your decision, or?
Yeah, so I received an email, early Saturday morning. Yeah, early Saturday morning.
Okay.
Informing me that my candidacy was being removed, I suppose, or what have you. You know what? I was away. I was coming back on a red eye, and I was away with my parents, and because I had taken a couple days just on my own before that. I absolutely had a significant scare a few weeks ago, and a lot of things have been weighing on my mind. Last few months, there's just been a lot happening. I don't need to tell you what, but you know that, right? Just a lot of things, and so. I said, hey, I'm on my way back. I received a letter. Give me some time to speak to my family, and let me go from there. And that was where we left it. I came home, spoke to my wife, my family. Obviously the email was pretty blunt. There's clearly,
Email from the party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's clearly, options. You could appeal or protest or whatever you want to call it. There is those mechanisms, right? But, I truly felt okay. I felt a sense of relief that, okay, I've got to deal with this health eye issue. Like, I have to deal with this. Like, this is no joke. Like, this is not an excuse. I have a ophthalmologist appointment on Wednesday. I'm likely going to have my surgery on May the 7th to get my cornea replaced. After this scare, that was it. And I said, okay, I'm going to put a statement out. I'm not going to run. Either way, I'm not going to challenge or protest or appeal the decision, which is a lot of people have done. Obviously, some of these candidates across the province. And that was the decision that we made. That's the decision we made. And so, you know what, I was talking to folks Sunday, and I said, I'm going to be back in, going to complete my term. I had a lot of well wishes from people, even people that have keratoconus themselves. If you check my Twitter, somebody saying, hey, I'm going in for my surgery July the 10th. This is very real. Like, this is, I know people will draw the inference of everything, but, at the end of the day, I received the notice. That's fair. I took responsibility. I accept it. I accept the actions, the embarrassing, inappropriate message back and forth. But I'm going to put my family and my health first, and I decided that's what I was going to do.
Okay. So I just want to...
And so then I came back. I let them know, and then I came back today, and everything was, I went to question period. everybody was fine, good.
And did you know what was going to happen, or?
No, I had colleagues come up to me and say, hey, blah, 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 and I did some radio interviews, and, I told the story, obviously, I'm not trying to hide anything from anybody, but, that's an internal process that, was a decision that was made, but ultimately, it was the time when I got home on Saturday to the time I put my own release out by myself. I informed my caucus colleagues. That was my decision.
So just to be clear on the timeline, I just want to make sure that I have the facts straight. So you didn't know that they had met on Friday?
No, I just received the email.
Okay, you received the email on Saturday
morning,
to say allegations have been made, or?
No, just that I would no longer be a candidate for the PC party.
And you didn't know why? At that point,
there was no explanation in that email given to me.
Really?
Right.
Okay. And so it wasn't until today that you found out?
No. I had a conversation late on Friday night about some of these, about the allegation. And it was very vague, but it was just a follow-up call to say basically, hey, let me get home and discuss this with my family. And let me sort this out. Let me figure out where I want to take this. And they're like, okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Go do that. So I did.
And next steps for yourself, Sarah. I mean, are you going to still try to, what are the next steps for you?
So I think for now, my kids are probably going to be home in about 45 minutes, and they're my focus for tonight. Them and Mike, and that's where we're going to go for right now.
Do you think that you'll still?
Do you know what?
We'll get back to you on that one.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? The community is so important to us, and we love this community. And but right now, for the first time in a long time, we're gonna focus on Mike and the kids.
Okay.
For tonight.
All right.